across Asia, especially in the field of foreign exchange. You are actually using digital to a great extent, Patrick, in your business. Maybe we can very succinctly just tell us a little bit about what you do for those of us who don't really understand the dynamics of foreign exchange trading and training, and then maybe move on to how do you think that will come into Indonesia, or your plans into coming into Indonesia?
Good afternoon. Let me just share with you about currency trading. I just want to assume that many of you in this hall do not have the working knowledge of how the currency market works. So let me just fast forward. I started currency trading in 1981. So let me fast forward to 2008. 2008 is a landmark year. Why? Because that's the global financial crisis. The global financial crisis has forever changed how currency is going to be traded from now on. Let me just share with you this. One key thing that happened during the global financial crisis is all the top 10 banks of the world has to be bailed out by the governments. These are too big to fail banks. I used to work for one of them. I was a chief trader for Union Bank of Switzerland based in Tokyo, running the currency desk. If the top 10 banks of the world have been bailed out, and the aftermath of that was 3 laws that came out in the United States. The first one was the Dodd-Frank Act, and the second one that came around was Volcker Rule, and of course, we all know there's a Basel III. What is the impact of all these 3 laws that have been passed? It essentially has disallowed all the top 10 banks from taking proprietary, speculative positions from now on. These top 10 banks actually today accounts for 80% of the daily volume in currency trading. Each day, $5.3 trillion are being traded. 80% flows through the top 10 banks. In the past, when I used to work in a bank as a chief trader, we take proprietary positions because we are market makers. One thing to take note is currency market is the only asset class that does not have an exchange. Every other asset class in the world sits in an exchange. Gold as an exchange, silver as an exchange, all stock market sits inside an exchange. If the markets get too volatile, the exchange job is to suspend the market so that nobody can trade. You can't do that in the currency market. Foreign exchange market is the only asset class that does not sit in any exchange. So for that reason, nobody can stop a currency from going up or going down. So in 1992, sterling pound was devalued and attacked, and some people walk away with a lot of money. In 1997, you have that happening to Indonesian rupiah and Thailand and the Thai baht. So today is about, from 97 to 04, the question asked will be, to 2014 now, the question asked will be in the next 2 years, will anybody attack the rupiah again? It is the job of the Indonesian government to defend the rupiah, not any exchange that can suspend it. So currency trading now is quite unique. If the top 10 banks of the world cannot take speculative positions, then who is making currency prices from now on? In other words, all of us can be making currency prices. All of us can influence the flow of currencies. If all of us come together in this room and take a position against the rupiah, I think that there is a possible problem for the government and the central bank. So this is the world and the new world that we're living in. So where do we come from in Six Capital? I saw an opportunity, and in 2009 I founded Six Capital for various reasons. One of the most important reasons was I saw the opportunity that future jobs could be created in the area of currency trading. I saw an opportunity where if I impart my skills, which I have gained for 30 years in trading currencies, to a large base of finance grads and university graduates in the emerging markets, I'm able to help emerging markets create jobs. I've been doing that in China. We are training 320,000 finance graduates under the Central Bank of China purview. And we also do that in India. And I hope we can do some in Indonesia. Let me just finish my part by sharing with you how do we do that. I came out with a simple idea, a business model which I think whose time has come. Imagine I'm trying to teach everyone here how to play golf. I tried that in trading currencies for about 1.5 years, since 5 years ago when I first started. In a short time of 6 months, I was able to impart the skills of trading to many Singaporeans who came and learned from an ex-chief dealer. And then after that, I actually graduated them and given them passing mark, and but when they went out on their own and opened a live account to trade currencies, almost all of them lose money. And then when they came back to me again and I look at it, I said, no, this is exactly what I taught you not to do. There is a big difference in currency trading, because when we worked for a bank, we were trading the bank's money. There was no emotional attachment. But when people start to trade their own money, you cannot handle the greed and fear when your own money is involved. That's why we are successful, because it was never my money. If we lose a job, don't worry, the next bank will pay more, because there's a shortage of dealers anyway. So we were very confident. Now in Indonesia, outside Japan, you have the largest retail trading population here. But more than 85% of Indonesians who trade foreign exchange loses money. Why? Because the broker makes the money. So somebody has to make the money in this game. So I felt that this is something that is non-sustainable. And then I decided to teach not to teach people the whole game of foreign exchange. So what I did in summary was this. Imagine golf. I think it is not possible to teach a person how to play like Tiger Woods. It is a natural talent. So what I did was, I teach large base of finance grads how to do the 1-foot putting and make them do thousands of times. I think most of us in this room, if we change the game of golf to become a 1-foot putt, and you practice 1,000 times how to putt the ball in to the hole when it's only 1 foot away, most of us can get 9 out of 10 times in after thousands of practices. We do that exactly in foreign exchange. We teach people how to make a simple 1 pip profit. And from the last 3 years, teaching across China and India, we find that within 6 months, it is possible to have a large cohort of people getting about 80% win rate if they only focus on making small profit. And it is very consistent. And anyway, it is dummy account. So no money involved. So we have thousands of people every day now trading onto 6 Capital proprietary platform called Rice Bowl, that 1-foot putt. Make 1 pip on our trading platform. Now we use digital technology today to optimize the exit. In other words, if I teach you how to make 1 pip on my platform, it doesn't mean I am making 1 pip. I optimize the exit. I only take your entry. And how do we optimize the exit? Actually, we also copy your trade and make half a pip, make 0.8, make 1, all the way to 30 pips. So 1 trade done by 1 trader has given me at least 30 to 50 trades, which is also dummy. So there's no money to be made and no money to be lost. 6 Capital is not a risk-taking company. We are an approved institution of the Monetary Authority of Singapore in the area of training talents to trade. So where is the money being made? Today, we use big data analytics. We use artificial neural networks, predictive analysis. Those things come very cheap today. And we use that to analyze the DNA of the traders, and we analyze the DNA of the market, and we use probabilities and tag the highest probability winning trade into the live markets. So we have asset management companies, hedge funds, that copies our trade and pay us a fee. So what we make is the fee. And we make fees every hour because we have 25,000 trades trade into our machine, and we use that to so-called outsource or sell our trades. That has created jobs because now it is easy to train finance graduates a simple skill to trade foreign exchange on dummy account, which is legal in China and legal in India, and then outsource those trades for asset management companies who are willing to take risk and pay us a fee, and we share that fee with the trader. And that has created sustainable jobs at good pay. In summary, in Indonesia, we spoke about it earlier this morning about what Indonesia needs is jobs. Our vision of the company is to create future jobs, not just jobs. What is a future job? Let me close by this definition. At Six Capital, we believe that we have a business model that can create the future job. The future job that we can bring to Indonesia will be a job that Indonesian can earn Singapore salaries while still in Indonesia. If you earn $3,000 to $5,000 in Singapore, it's no big deal because the cost of living is very expensive. You got to rent a place to stay. But if you earn $3,000 to $5,000 as a forex trader in Indonesia, it is not too bad. And it's not your money. You're trading dummy. We only want your trade to copy, pay you a salary, and pay you bonuses based on the fact that we have copied your trade. I think this is the future job of the future, and this is the business model that can scale. Because why? You will never be fired as a forex trader because you have never been able to lose money. And I think that is exciting, and I value the opportunity with my friends invited me to Indonesia and share this business model. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. I hope you come back many more times and get this going, because Indonesia does need jobs and it's a very interesting model. Talking about models, maybe now I'll move to Marcus.